if you'd like to introduce yourself. Oh, you're muted, I think. There you are. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 It's I saw in the Steam community, I saw an image for this game that was just, "Are you winning, son?" And then a screenshot of this game with, "I have no idea." Because that will be fixed in about 5 seconds, like maybe right about now. Let's see. Okay, okay. How about now? Here, let me try. Alright, turning things on and off again. Age-old tactic. Weather report says dragon. I think we're at Strife 3. Also, which job do we want? I wouldn't quite say easy, but yes. Easy win. Okay, no, you've convinced me. It's gonna be we're gonna roll this. After Brekkie, the court goes to war. Let's crank up the strife. Egg with no signing bonus. Oh! 3 eggs! Oh my god, like it only clicked after I said that. Yes, one of our goals is to get 3 eggs together. And there we go. Yeah, we got the hot egg, we need the football egg, and then we need the dragon egg. Yep. According to the prophet and the according to the drunken prophet in the what is that bar called? Yeah, the bar. Pretty sure it did, but whatever. Oh hey, there's a stump with a person on it today. Hmm. Not sure I follow. I'm just thinking about that one comic that's like, what's with this tiny man? Did you cheat on dad with this guy? Honey, that's you. You used to be a child. What? Huh? That's true. I remember. Nope. I don't know if there's any way for us to. Okay, I think. Yeah, okay. We do have a way to prevent the egg from being burned to a crisp. We have enough rain. Yep. Oh, now we have a lot more water. Yours, all yours. We're in the oceanic environment, and we open up a treasure chest, and it's full of water. Self-defense lessons. You know the drill, right? Oh, you wanna? Go ahead. Driller, knight, or shield? For drillers. Or for knights. Or... Shields? Alright. I didn't know you had a Sonic the Hedgehog voice in you. You just wasted some rock. Question, Sensei. How can we predict how much damage we're going to take? I see. As always, I need more training. Diablo arguing with me on whether that's Sonic. It's an exaggerated Sonic and very specifically the Sonic Adventure voice. It's Sonic Adventure put through a couple of vocal filters. Yeah, sure. Set some fires, keep the egg rained on. Almost burn. Ding 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 ding. Doom doodle doo doo. Doom doodle doo 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 doo. Dun, 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 dun. I won't do that again. Yeah. All hail market. Yeah. Yeah. Or not give them food. Let's see. Okay, the egg is safe from our purging flames right now. If we do, yeah, if we do that, that's gonna. Right, right. So I guess we just burn these 6 tiles and just call it good with that. Yeah, but it's money. Let's see. Is this destructive? Maybe we just do... You know what? We do that. The egg should be there in the next fight. Yeah. Yeah, but... Yeah, a little scary to use all of our food, but... No. No longer scary. Alright. Get chopping. Chop chop. Pineapple brand cigarettes, apparently. Do we have any? I think we have nothing in it right now. Because I think we pulled out the farmer that we stuck in it and sold him for $1. It is indeed empty. We sold our... Think Potentially. I mean, they can't climb hills, but centaurs are bulkier than most units. Hardy centaur. I extremely doubt it, but we will only find out during low tide. Yeah, just a little scared too, because I don't like the positioning of these. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a better move. The Dream Rock got ya. No, the shop. Alt's movement, even flyers. Dragon's Cough. I mean, if we do it to the Dragon's Egg, we one-shot it. I think we just need 3 eggs in the same field. I don't think we need to actually... That's true. Good call. Thank you for the 16 months, F. Zoe Blackheart. We've come a long way. As it were. Beeple, even. I'm afraid of that centaur. Nope, it's the last one. That centaur is the first one. I'm never certain of that. Man, there's the centaur too. Oh, 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 oh. Safe! Almost. Put the shield in the storehouse. Buy Dragon's Cough. It's a magical boat. Working fairy. Using ancient magic transforms water into food somehow. Very mysterious how that works. Ugh. That's my answer. Me too, as it turns out. I don't know. Potential future shenanigans, but we could also storehouse it and then, that's true. Me too. That's true. Also, it costs wood, which is a resource that we, as the flame group. Okay, so I'm hoping that the flyers will focus on the target that's closest to us, but you know, you never friggin' know in this game. Well, 3 of them did. That might genuinely be faster. Alright, flyer's doing good work. I'm not sure we're going to get anything out of this. Oh my god. Yeah, that is really good to know. I like the faded out egg in the corner there on the screen. We need more. Couldn't have said any better myself. Right you are, Jade. But there's always something more. Yes, there's always something more and more and more. I'm a goober that sometimes forgets that if you have that T shape, that you can do either. Goober. I have not. I have never heard of this. Sold. You had me at weird. This is Moo you're talking about, after all. Let's see. So this is something that's a little unfortunate in that we can only sign the egg once it's low tide, but at that point we won't be able to move it, so I can't ever do this gambit. Let's see. Actually, it's a knight. Yeah, so it won't attack the egg at all, maybe. I don't think it will. I think knights genuinely... Like, we had... I think the last fight we had a knight that was... Like, a fight or two ago. We do have... We do have the boats. Oh yeah, just to get the two eggs consolidated. Bingo bango. Bingo bango bongo. Bingo bango bogos. Once again, you have the option of picking up a football with the understanding that you'll receive a penalty if it's destroyed. Since your current job involves burning down the battlefield, you may not be in a position to adequately care for the football. All the same, the decision is yours to make. 22 stone, $10, or 22 wood. You collect the signing bonus along with the egg, thus assuming responsibility for shepherding it to victory. I'll be reading for you. Yep. Gotta keep the wood consumption a little bit under control. Yeah, sure. Two egg. Hopefully we can sustain these things all the way to the end. We only need two more, but that's genuinely kind of a tall order still. Yeah. Oh man, I don't like any of these, but I think this is the least bad. We might be able to strand the gunboats. That is a lot of boats. Oh, so why did you have... There? Really? Why'd you have to spawn there? They're a type of castle. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Uh-oh. That took a lot of energy to do, but... Yeah. My shop! Well, I hope a new shop appears when I do this, I guess. Ugh, this sucks. Summon two new castles on the final turn. Screw you, game. Hmm. Yeah, we sure can. Want to set something on fire? Our potions are alarmingly capable of doing just that. Potion of Geology turn... Go ahead. What's up? No. Yeah, but we can only move our castle itself. Yes. Yeah. Really? Fuck it. Okay. That? Yes, we do wholesale fire. Where should we put it? Hang on. I think we need to continue doing stuff here. This will protect the eggs. There. I think we're good now. If this somehow doesn't work, I'm going to be very upset. Seem okay? Yeah, that's my thoughts. You... Why? Why is that allowed? That seems like an oversight. That seems like an oversight. Like, genuinely. Getting scammed. 10 damage. Ugh. It's a projectile. It should be blocked by... Can archers shoot over mountains? Yeah, but can they shoot over mountains? I don't think so. Yeah, but I'm thinking like in the terms of the logic for projectiles and mountains. That's where my brain's going. With idle interest, you look toward the new billboard. It bears the brand of a powerful demon. Possibly its wrath. All right, you won't look at the billboard. You have a good idea of what's on it anyways. From the brief glimpse you got, it looked like an ad for all right, you think you get the picture. Someone in my chat can clip it. It was some sort of... Ah. Me neither. Man. I'm still sulking. We got robbed. We accounted for every possibility, and the last possibility that came up was something that was impossible to predict. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It is. That isn't possible. There's no way that works that way. You know? Yeah, that might be the solution here. Nice. Exactly what I was hoping for. No, passive. Not Queen's job. I have a job. Kind of. Kind of. Yeah. Sure. I was conceptualizing you as co-queen, but yes. I suppose it does. I did not expect that sentiment from you, however, much less in public. Did you know that people make mistakes when they're flustered? I almost put rain on the field and then tried to send woodcutters to it. Oh yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Commence battle, or is there more things I'm forgetting about? Anything for you, darling. Owie. Owie. Owie, owie. Suppose. Do we want to auto win by doing the musical performance since we screwed up the egg thing anyway? It was all about the egg. So, I had mentioned that there is swearing. Wait, Dusk the Embryon says. The Dragon and the Fire. We did that last stream, Dusk. It would have warned, and also would have warned us if that was a valid thing. The game's pretty smart about detecting that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the gunboats. Like, shooting cannonballs through a mountain into the egg. It's BS. Hey, lesson learned, I guess. Boats can fire 2 tiles across any material whatsoever. So what I've been trying to say for the last while here, I had mentioned that this game contains copious swearing in exactly one moment and no swearing anywhere else. This musical performance is in fact that moment. At the very least, if this is the musical performance that I heard the one time that I did this. Very well, we hope you enjoy the performance. A lone performer with a guitar steps up onto the stage. Oh, it's this guy again? What happened to the Final Boss Symphony Orchestra? I thought they were on the schedule? Eventually, the crowd quiets down and the performance begins. So let's see if this is the song I think it is.
Hey everybody, my name is AP Thompson, and today I have a song that requires a little bit of explanation if you haven't heard it before. So, this is a song about
Yep.
Pacific salmon, and if you didn't know, their whole deal is that when they reach maturity, an entire generation of them will stop eating, physically transform, changing shape, changing color, and then travel for thousands of miles back to the freshwater rivers where they were born, where they proceed to have a really big orgy and then die. All of them. Male, female, they're all dead. Atlantic salmon, maybe 30% of them can survive this, but these are Pacific salmon. No dice. Sex is terminal. They're done. And I just thought that was really interesting, and that there should be a song for them, and by extension, a song for anyone else who ever got so horny they could die. This song is called Fuck Off and Die. Late October, Northern Hemisphere, but things are getting hot in here. It's getting pretty weird. Our eyes are bulging into hearts. Our flesh is red and shiny. We're so horny. We're transforming. And we haven't had a bite to eat since we hit fresh water. But
Okay, princess.
we won't be needing eating where we're going tonight. 'Cause where we're from, every wedding is a funeral. And we try to resist, but we're incapable. Sex is an existential threat to members of our species, and yet, and yet, and yet, and yet, and yet, we need it. So goodbye, digestive tract. Hello, libido. We're headed home to fuck and die. We're never coming back alive. So goodbye. see, we hardly knew ye. Thanks for all the food and company. Shout-outs to the marsupial mouse. Shout-outs to the male brain mantis.
They only do that in captivity, idiot.
Shout-outs to every metamorphic insect leaving the cocoon without the tools to survive for more than a day. It's okay. It's okay, just get laid. Totally worth it, so they say. But either way, we've got no choice. Please pray for us.
You're more generous than I am on it.
Please pray.
It's.
Goodbye.
There we go.
Grizzly bear, you almost had me there. Nice try, but we've got better ways to die. And goodbye, virginity. We'll follow you shortly. Let's meet.
That's pretty good.
Somewhere on the other sea.
This reminds you of something? How is that possible? I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the alternative entertainment now concluded, you and the court proceed with your evening. Having demonstrated your burgeoning skill, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. You feel your maximum level of strife increase to 4. With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those fallen in the war, casualties 18. Now having carried the football from the egg zone to the end zone, your duty of care is complete. Home team 12, guest team 10. 2 ball, 1 strike. Home team 18. Now having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. As night falls and the court's foundations begin to shake, you think you're finally starting to understand what's happening here. Here, just past the victory of day, the pull of the tide is at its weakest. Here, should you successfully exit through the gates, you have a chance of escaping that pull, which might be your best shot at getting home. But also here, the court finds itself unable to persist for long, relying as it does on the pressures of the tide to keep itself whole. At least that's your best guess for now. Even if it's true, the task before you remains unchanged. Grab our keys, the key to the storage unit, and the key to success. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, because we haven't won with anything in our hands for quite a while. Look at the scoreboard. Yeah, that's right. Head toward the library. I got the list of curses here. Curse of War. Ashtar Galactic Command has lifted this one. Petrification. Told people to not turn to stone at the sight of a stop sign. Curse of Comfort. The Curse of Guardianship for escorting the football to the end zone. Curse of Violence. Curse of Context. Curse of Resistance for opening the jar. Curse of Employment. Curse of Losing. Curse of Specialization. Curse of Innocence. Curse of Curiosity. Do we ask the dignitary for... Yep. I mean, this just is free info about what you need to do to break a curse. Not really. We don't know what Curse of Innocence is. We don't know what Curse of Violence is. We don't know what Curse of... We have a guess on what Curse of Comfort is. Let's discuss this one. Consent's important. The Curse of Innocence. This is a tricky one. Tell me, would you say the residents of your court are innocent? From what you can tell, sure. And why is that? Well, they don't seem to be intentionally inflicting harm on the world or each other. On the whole, they're nice. True, but they're killing immortal combatants, so no lasting harm is inflicted. Right? He brushes this aside. What? Your beast. Does he mean the cat? Is he implying that every single courtier, if they feel guilty, walk up to the cat and explain their problems to it to feel better? Which is A, understandable, B, kind of cute. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if you're following his line of thinking, you can lift this curse by doing what the cat tells you to. Having discussed the curse with you, he begins to ramble and wanders off. Okay. Nada. Pantry. Let's help the cat climb. Let your legacy be of grand public works, my queen. Food on the pile, right there. Food on the pile, right there. Having stacked it as high as you can, you step back from the pile. The cat paces back and forth in front of it, placing its front paws on its base, then quickly retreating. I think your work remains unfinished, Great Queen. This ladder cannot support my hefty martial build. Martial? Yeah. I have, like, some degree of dyslexia. And so I thought Marshall and marital were the same. Daedalus immediately chiming in to point this out. Thank you. Yep. This the city is under marital law. You think you understand this trepidation? While it does reach the top of the shelf, the pile isn't particularly stable. If you stack it to the top along every column, that should provide enough stability. That's gonna take a while. Yeah. For sure. Break room. Take a break. As you return to the sinister water cooler, the whispers that surround it resume their barrage. You know what I heard? I heard the Majesty is still having trouble reuniting those goat brothers. It's true. Some of them thought her very capable, but so far she's come up short. Perhaps she doesn't know that if she can survive just one battle against all three goats, they'll huddle up to regroup, making her task easy. How could she not be aware of such common knowledge? Beats me. Maybe someone should go give her a hand. And that's about as much as you can stomach. You carefully retreat from the water cooler. After briefly hydrating, that is. You return to the bar for another drink. As you sip, you spare a glance at the regular asleep at the bar. You said a lot of things last time. You're not sure if you remember all the details. Yeah, I was going on about... You want to do this one? Yeah. Okay. I'd help you with gathering the 3 eggs, but we don't serve food here. Do. Yep. I mean, we need to do our nightly ritual. Puck stands at the pulpit. If you are done exploring, you can ask him something and get a real answer. Puck looks up at your approach, eyes sparkling and fearful. As usual, we have time for one earnest answer. Let's just go through the list. Why did he proclaim you queen? Why has his demeanor toward you suddenly changed? How might you return home? What exactly is the court? Ask him about the curses placed upon the court. Why would Hop assume that the two of them were dating? Why did he insist that you not look in the mirror? You'd like to know how the war started and when. Know where any of my keys are? The thing is, though, that is very. That's how I worded it. That's not how the text here words it. Can you tell me where? Can you tell me where any of them might be found? You pause. You aren't sure how to phrase this question in a way that doesn't waste it. You are seeking information about your missing keys. Specifically, you wish to know the location of your missing keys. But the most common approach for gathering this information would involve first asking if he knows the location of your keys. Should you ask that, he could simply answer yes or no, and the court would shatter your question answered. So you would like to phrase your question such that an affirmative answer from him would also include additional information. You think... You're completely audible to me.
Ah. What?
Your audio has changed all of a sudden now.
Weird. The
You're
idea of it being,
Yeah, let me turn you up because you just became quieter. One sec.
Hmm.
Hold that thought for just a moment. Continue.
Hi. The idea of like, trying to overthink and rationalize and figure out the correct question to ask is like, A, if you're on good terms with them, it's not going to make a significant difference. And B, if you're not on good terms with them, it's not going to help you. Because it's going to be that much funnier if to play with you. That's all.
Fine, that will be your question then. I cannot speak for all your missing keys, but I know the location of at least one of them. Here. He produces a single key from his pocket and tosses it to you. It's one of the spare keys to your apartment.
Okay.
You can tell because the hardware store where you had the copies made put a sticker on them that you never bothered to remove. But this key was not on your key ring when you arrived at the court. You always keep your spare key in a drawer in your desk at home, only removing them to give to guests every once in a while. How did he get this? Did you lose track of one of them? You remember making additional copies at one point because you couldn't find any of the other spares. Did it move from guest to guest until it arrived in Puck's pocket? Did it somehow travel with you to the court? Naturally, there will be no answer to any of these questions. At least for now. Pop.
Okay.
It's Jade's audio on my end. Chat. Good. My chat. The mornings here are beginning to blend together. Let's take a shower. Turn on the wire and wait for it to heat before stepping in. Okay, sounds like you're good over here. Today you're thinking about logistics. Specifically, you're thinking about the logistics of workers gathering resources during battle.
Mm-hmm.
You've noted that your courtiers, though serving as workers and soldiers, approach warfare in a very orderly fashion. They wait single file for their turn to enter the battlefield, with those at the back of the line entering the fray later than those at the front. A consequence of this orderly approach is that deploying a greater quantity of workers produces diminishing returns.
Mm-hmm. Natural consequence.
Honestly, this one's a little obvious, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
For example, a farmer deployed at the start of the battle will harvest more food than a farmer deployed at the end. Since workers require the same cost to deploy regardless of their position in line, there must be a point at which it is no longer worth it to deploy them.
That sounds like quitter talk to me.
The observation feels relevant to the central strategic question of the war. How many resources do you invest in any given battle? Oh. You understand that investing every available resources into every battle isn't a winning strategy, but the best alternative isn't always apparent. You suppose you'll need to develop an intuition for it. Loath to see where to leave, you think you've spent enough time in the shower. Daedalus in my chat says the correct amount of resources to allocate is 11. And we walk straight into the chapel again. The dignitary is watching another basketball game. Once again, you find the visiting dignitary watching a basketball game in the chapel. Ah, Her Majesty, welcome, welcome. Today I am fascinated by the fate we must discuss. So, you might ask, can someone who says nothing tell any lies? Well, the Faint answers that query with a resounding yes, these... Once again, you pay minimal attention to him as you feel an overwhelming weariness overtake you. You glance at the game, then back at him, then back at the game, eyes focusing and unfocusing. Wait. Something is off. Specifically, something is very wrong with this basketball game. The man at the free throw line looks like a corpse. He shows clear signs of dehydration. Sweat stains his shoes as he bounces the ball listlessly on the ground. The shot clock reaches 0. He hasn't taken a throw. He hands the ball back to an official, then collapses. The score is 3,500 to 1,700. It is still the fourth quarter. One commentator is making meager attempts to provide the play-by-play while her partner appears to have fallen asleep. The wrongness of the scene shocks you. What has happened here? Oh, does it finally have your attention, Your Majesty? Do you like my handiwork? I decided to extend the fourth quarter indefinitely. That game will not be ending. I wanted to see what happens with the misery of a blowout loss when you let it fester for eternity. You look at the man seated to your left. Is he claiming responsibility for whatever is happening to this game? His sudden grin reminds you of a dangerous predator. You make quite the face, Your Majesty. Shall I go ahead and interpret your thoughts? You are thinking that you never considered me a threat until just now. You are thinking that I am dangerous. You are wondering who I am and what business I have here. You are also struggling to understand why it never occurred to you to ask about any of this until now. As I was saying, today we are discussing faints. How I waltzed right in here, how I nullified any and all suspicion, how I blended in with the noise until the time was ripe. A feint, it was all a feint. Your pedestrian scholars might call it magic, but that is too lofty. It is all just a feint. Of course, now that my feint is complete and my blow has landed, please allow me to introduce myself. Queen of Titanium Court, I am your enemy. He stands there, letting that statement sit for a few uncomfortable moments. Now, if you excuse me, I must go present myself to Goodfellow. It has been years. You don't make any effort to stop him as he leaves. Honestly, you doubt you could do anything to stop him as he leaves. The game on screen continues much as it was, and much as it will, until the end of time. Puck? Puck, where are you? Grab some brekkie. At breakfast, you make another attempt at uncovering details about the war. Specifically, you wonder if there isn't some sort of larger purpose to it. For instance, is it a war fought over territory, resources, ideology? Should one side triumph, what becomes of the other side? Is it even possible for a side to triumph if the combatants are all mortal?
Sorry.
No, I get...
Your Majesty, I seeks the point.
The point? How nostalgic. I questioned after the point once in my youth.
Oh, and how did that go? Is Your Majesty right to think it might be found in the war?
Yes and no. The war dominates most of Her Majesty's view, whereas the point is said to reside in plain sight. So it's not a bad place to start. But all current thinking suggests the point actually exists in some dimension beyond our own.
Oh, what a hassle. I wish Her Majesty the best of travels then. Couldn't be me.
As a result of eating brekkie, you get a small bonus. 10 stone. Guess we had stone soup.
Mm-hmm.
You ask Robin to keep an eye on your enemy. Bring up the subject of the dignitary, the same man who recently named himself your enemy, with Robin.
I'm afraid I'm not sure who you're referring to, My Majesty. I'm not very good with names.
She smiles sheepishly. You attempt to refresh Robin's memory. She was present when he first arrived. He immediately launched into a diatribe about death while you walked him around the courtyard. You were high on baseball at the time.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm new here and I'm still getting my bearings. I genuinely don't recall any of this because her notes were all...
Her notes were all thrown out by Goodfellow.
Yep.
Thanks, Puck.
But I'll certainly keep an eye out for anyone about logging about death.
Yes, well, he's probably talking about something else by now. But her attention is appreciated. You don't understand what he's up to, but given his proclaimed hostility, you'd like to keep an eye on him. Leviathan again. As strange as they are, the entries in your in your journal concerning the Clockwork Monastery seem to have some connection to the Leviathan. You still haven't finished reading through those entries. Perhaps now would be a good time to correct that. Eh. How do we want to fight the Leviathan? Monarch, business, or youth?
I think Monarch.
You feeling okay?
I think I didn't have audio for like half the stream, and no one on my side said anything, which means that no one's paying attention, which makes me feel bad. So I'm having a little existential crisis.
Fuck,
It happens. Let's go to war and murder.
Okay.
That always makes me feel better. Strife up to 4. I like the ones that say you can't gather anything on the first run because it's just one battle and then everything else is at normal, you know?
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait, what's the soldier one do?
We can only build outposts containing a pair of soldiers, as opposed to building soldiers directly.
Isn't that actually great?
Let's find out. You have replaced your soldier car with the ability to build soldier outposts.
Okay. We can't get food this time.
Okay. That's a lot of empty buildings.
Thank you, Lady Havoc. You're very nice and kind.
Okay. Now, let's see.
What do we need to be able to produce at least one soldier outpost, right?
That ain't happening.
Oh, okay. Lady Havoc's nice, and I appreciate her.
Lady Havoc is very nice. Really sorry about that, Jade.
Meh.
2 farmers, that's all we got.
But we can't do anything with him, though.
I forgot about that part. Very... Thank you, Havoc.
I think treasure.
Pleasure it is.
Yeah. I can't stop the notification sounds. At least I don't.
Oh, it's just spamming them to you?
Yeah, it's 10 gift subs, which was very nice. But unlike a super chat or a Ko-fi, it actually does 10 times of the gift sub thing, which is I just can't control out that. There's a field where you can do a 5 of a kind.
Yep. Is there?
But yeah, the bottom right. Oh no! Oh no! Up and right. No, to the right. Your other right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. I was thinking 5 straight.
Why would we be doing anything straight?
I don't know. It's not the way I go usually.
We need
Actually,
wood. There's a 4 of a kind wood up in the top left though. So we need to get at least 1 barracks in, right?
yeah, what do we need for that?
Let's
6
1 more
wood.
wood. Like that.
The question for determining if I'm straight, It's, are you happy Chaos from Guilty Gear? If not, probably not interested. If yes, call me. FJ Blackheart says, see, but for me, it's Slayer from Guilty Gear. Also understandable. Trinkets, trifles, treasures, and toys. Gain shields when you gather stone during battle.
Ooh.
That would be useful if we could ever gain stone.
Mm-hmm. What's the other thing there?
Oh my god.
What?
Barracks must be built on a mountain. We're dead.
Uh-oh.
Gift shop. Buy 2 tickets. I think that's our best defense.
Okay. Peasants, distract them.
Yep. Peasants, you're not doing a very good job of distracting them.
Nope. That's okay.
Yeah. The silence within the court that greets you this morning is unsettling. I suppose you'll have to get used to this. Shower. Today you're thinking about keys. Specifically, you're thinking about the keys necessary to unlock the gates of the court at night, along with your own keys that went missing. You have some reason to believe that these 2 sets of keys are in fact one and the same, that your keys will unlock these gates. Perhaps this has something to do with why they went missing. But you note, however, while 4 keys are necessary to open the gates, you had far more than 4 keys on your person when you arrived. And even that, one of those keys was found on our desk, so not even necessarily on us.
Yeah.
You can't remember the exact number, but it's probably at least more than 10. That's wild. You suppose this means there's no need to recover all your keys before you depart, as annoying as it would be to leave some of them behind.
That sounds amazing.
As loath as you are to leave, you think you've spent enough time in the shower. We are up to 3 at this point.
We've been focusing more on curses lifting than keys.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Observe another painting. You like this one.
Fair enough. Okay.
Good old potion of liking baseball kicking in once again.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that fairies possess similar table manners to mortals, with at least one exception. Whenever you politely ask them to pass you a dish from across the table, they do so by passing it along the perimeter of the table away from you, such that the dish takes the longer leg of the circuit on its path around the table, eventually arriving at your position. You struggle to conclude whether this practice, consistent and unspoken, is mostly charming or mostly irritating. As a result of eating breakfast, you get a small bonus.
Wait, what other people do?
Now that people have described this, I think I'm going to do this too.
What's
normal? The normal human one is to, if someone asks for you to pass some item, like pass the salt shaker, then, and they're more than once, if they're directly next to you, then you just reach over, grab the salt shaker, and hand it to them. If they're not directly next to you and there's multiple people, but you look at both directions that you could pass it. You could pass it to the person that's next to you, that's also close to them. That way the salt needs to change hands between you, intermediate person, and the person in question.
Yeah.
What the fairies here are doing, and what it sounds like you do too, is pass it to the opposite direction, where the item passes hands as many times as possible before arriving to them.
We're the queen. This is a way of giving honor so that everybody may have the privilege of passing the item. Every individual along that path is granted an opportunity in that pathing to handle it.
Partake in the ritual of the court brekkie.
Yeah. Also, if it's the person next to you, you don't take it and hand it to the person. You take it and you set it next to you so that the person no longer needs it passed to them. They can simply reach for it themselves. You don't actually hand it to them. Subtle difference.
Daedalus says, too much effort. I just put it on the sushi conveyor belt and leave it to God. Might be time to receive more petitions from your courtiers. It's been a while since you last heard petitions from your courtiers. You suppose now is a good time as any to hold another audience. First in line, the cat.
Meow.
Great Queen! I find myself imprisoned within these very chambers! And yet I cannot recall committing any crime of worthy of such punishment. I seek a royal pardon. Please unbind my chain and prosecute those responsible for my unjust incarceration. You nod to Robin, and she opens the door to let the cat out.
Very good.
Next in line, a fairy in soldier's garb, vaguely familiar to you.
Your Majesty, once again I find myself in dire need of coaching.
Ah, this guy. What does he need help with this time?
I don't understand the difference between loud and noisy.
Well, they are almost synonyms. Though you do suppose that noise usually carries a negative connotation, while loudness is occasionally desirable in certain situations. From farther back in line, Skip confirms.
Yes, Her Majesty has the right idea. Noisy merely describes undesirable sound, regardless of volume. So, like, it's possible for something to be both quiet and noisy? Yeah. Well, if the quiet noise is interfering with your ability to hear something else, then yeah, sure. Because it's noise. Yeah.
I can agree with this definition.
I see. Thanks, Your Majesty. Thanks, Venerated Squalor.
Venerated Scholar.
He's a himbo. I mean,
Venerated Squalor.
Yes,
it is
I think
good.
it's funny that way. Aw, shucks.
As the next petitioner approaches, you hear a faint scratching at the door. You ignore it.
Aw, savage.
Next in line, a young woman.
I would like it so that every 5th day following the week's start feature a feast of great indulgence.
If memory serves, she made the same request at an earlier date, and you already conferred with your court's chefs to grant it. Did they fail to follow through on your directive? She responds as if she didn't hear you.
I would have it so that every 5th day following the week's start feature a feast of indulgence.
Hop and Skip, next in line, frown at each other and step forward. Your Majesty, please, you mustn't speak to this woman.
She's unwell. We must bring her to Puck or find a place for safekeeping.
The scene is familiar. The two of them move to guide the woman away, but you ask them to wait. One of them can accompany the woman to Puck or wherever they plan to take her, but you request the other to stay here and explain.
Oh, well, Your Majesty, none of us should be alone with her while...
The soldier steps forward.
Then let me be of service!
He and Skip gently guide the woman out of your office.
Ow!
Finally, while I knew not the reason I was exiled from your inner circle, I am relieved to be back in your good graces, great queen. You ignore the cat, beckoning Hop to proceed. The quick explanation, Your Majesty, is that woman unfortunately appears to have gone stale.
Oh, dang.
He makes to leave, but you stop him. You are not familiar with the term stale applied this way. Would you care to elaborate? He groans. I really wouldn't. It's a very uncomfortable subject for us. Goodfellow would really be a better... Based on your experience with the man, Goodfellow would be considerably harder to locate and question than the scholar standing in front of you. He sighs. I suppose it's only fair that I grant one of your petitions. Very well.
This is rough.
Simply put, a fairy goes stale when they run out of things to say. You may think this is no big deal, but I assure you it is. When a fairy runs out of things to say, it is often permanent. You've now seen the effect in that woman. To all appearances, she is alive, awake, and alert. But she cannot converse, she cannot direct, she cannot act.
Mm-hmm.
She cannot do anything other than repeat the last sentence she spoke. She is now a homunculus, a puppet, a golem, a sprite. Now, to answer the 3 questions you have yet to ask, what causes it? We don't know. Can it be cured? You do?
I'm going to wait until the end of this because I have things to say.
Yeah, I imagine. Can it be cured? Probably not. Doesn't stop people like Goodfellow from trying.
Yeah.
What can we do about it? Smile and shrug and quiver with a subtle nervousness.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I have your leave, or perhaps there are other awkward but necessary informational talks I can give you? Someone has explained sex to you, I assume. How about you grant him your leave, unofficially concluding this audience and leaving you with quite a bit to think about?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, for some Fae, it's being viewed. For me, if no one is looking at me, I don't entirely exist. I am a product of my presentation to others, the performance that I put on, and the stage that I show it on. But for some of us, it's more of the opposite. It's being able to speak and being able to have your thing, and as this game likes to put it, be interesting and dynamic enough to move you forward. The game series that actually deals most with going stale, honestly, is Dark Souls. Because even though that's not about the Fae, it's the same concept. When you are faced with immortality, the moment where your mind goes away and is no longer able to maintain itself in the face of what is going on is the moment, if you look at every Dark Souls game, every character that's gone hollow, is the time where someone has nothing left to fight for, where everything they've believed in is either come true or not come true. Either way, it causes them no longer to be looking towards doing something. And the most stable purse people in the Souls games are actually the merchants. Some of the merchants will go mad, it will go hollow if you buy all their stuff because they are no longer able to participate as a merchant. They are no longer able to be a merchant, therefore they go stale. Goods. Exactly, yeah. Their purpose is gone. And this is very, very Fae, and as is clear. And the way they're showing this is in a very video gaming way, which the way this likes to show a lot of Fae stuff is in the more of a playful video gaming way. But yeah, going stale is some Fae are immortal. This is what will get you though. This is what kills an immortal Fae, is going stale and not having anything left. And when there's nothing left in the tank, when you open your mouth and nothing comes out except for breath, and that breath is no longer enough to sustain others' interest in you, and others' interest in you is what will sustain your ability to persist, because your ability to persist is in part dependent on your place in the community. Your place in society, your place amongst friends, allies, lovers, and haters. All these things are important. If you lose these connections, then you haven't just lost a connection, you have lost what makes you, you. I guess the human equivalent would be like losing your soul, I guess.
I feel a little dizzy.
Sorry, I know that's...
Yeah. But that's excellent context that didn't land nearly as strongly when I played through the game myself, so... It is the first time I had heard of the concept of going stale.
It's terrifying. It is terrifying.
And then, let's see.
Goats. We can do goats. We have a plan for goats, right?
Yeah. Standard,
and we need to get all 3 goats on the field.
Yeah, and do we want to try and do that well strifed?
No, we want to do comfort 3, I think.
Understood.
3 or 4.
Okay. Fewer enemies.
Mm-hmm. Miners? Oh, we don't need to be a... Eh. That seems useful.
Yep, and then we stop here at 4.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we're not touching 5 yet. We're not
Gotcha.
touching 5 until we have... Because what we're going to do is we're going to get both Strife and Comfort available at 5. We're going to go to Comfort 5, and then it says, would you like to proceed? And we're going to say no. We're going to back out, and then go put Strife to 5. It'll say, do you want to proceed? We'll say no, back out, and then we will go talk to those two and say, hey, we put both Strife and Comfort to 5. That's the plan.
Nice. All right.
Conley says, luckily Jade will always has something to say, and it's like, yeah, right now. I hope that continues forever.
Weh.
Mm-hmm.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not great with concepts of eternity on the best of days, but yeah.
Yep. 5 blue mountains on a diagonal. Nope, diagonal.
Yep. I always forget.
It's all good. That's why I'm here. That's why you have me.
Thank you, princess. Also, it's a classic court dynamic of the figurehead is not the one with the real power here.
Mm-hmm.
Your tactics seem to be rarer than mine in a fair few occasions.
There's 4 of a kind wheat on the left. And yeah, this game makes more sense to me than I suspected it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I get you.
Like, a lot of things that this game has touched on have been very poignant, I guess is the word.
It's stuff you know.
Yeah, it's stuff that I know and feels natural to me.
Okay. Moving my castle there should make it so that's the first one attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And that will guarantee it. Self-defense. Lesson on self-defense.
You know the drill, right? Grab a card and I'll explain how to use it.
Driller or knight? We already have a...
Yeah, we got a miner.
Driller.
Is he going to restock this later, or are we just never going to see him again? Because the best part about him is that it's effectively a $1 free card each time we meet him. Like, that's the most important thing he does, right?
Yeah. He's running out of things to sell us.
Mm-hmm.
You have gained the ability to produce knights.
Ah, the knight card, huh? That's a great choice for beginners. Knights are pretty similar to soldiers, but instead of wandering off to attack your enemy, they'll stay close to your court and defend it. And they're tough! One knight can defeat 2 or 3 soldiers with no help at all. As for weaknesses, well, you'll need a lot of food to deploy them. Also, you'll need to deploy new knights every battle if you want to keep using them. Otherwise, they're a rock-solid choice for self-defense. You've got a war going on right now, huh? Why don't you try them out? We're never getting his miners. Anyway, that's it for today's lessons. Any questions?
Understood.
Yeah.
Yes, Sensei. When you speak of deploying things, what could this mean?
It means you need more training, kid. Ooh. For battle 1 with a thing. What's the orchard
Trust
do?
fund battle one. Gathering wood gets food, but we don't have any particular.
Yeah, I think the trust fund makes sense.
Yeah. Blessings on your business. Have enough water for one farmer. But,
And maybe a couple of minor.
yeah.
No. Well,
we have
one
enough
less soldier.
stone.
One less soldier means we could have 2 miners, or we could have a miner.
Something like this.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So either he'll stop so if he goes stale, either he'll stop showing up at the stump, or something worse could happen, because some people become cornered beasts when they go stale, which is where Dark Souls gets the idea of going hollow and turning you into something violent. It's people trying to find something to grasp onto, and
You feel a slight twinge of irritation as another toll booth comes into view. Right on schedule, a dire goat emerges from the booth and motions to the sign. According to the sign, the current toll is $4.
crimes it is.
Crimes. Oh, the toll booth. Yippee! Safe.
Mm-hmm. We can do one night to pop that one castle, and then we can do
One soldier,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray for arbitrage.
Well, we need. You know what? Yeah. The shield is a good idea, because all we need to do on the dire goats, the first thing we need to do is survive, right?
Yeah.
So the shield might actually be
Mission
a
objective:
pretty
survive.
valuable thing. Yeah, literally. Oh my goodness.
And we also don't want to kill the dire goats, which knights would do so.
Moo.
They would defend, but at the cost. Yeah.
Moo.
Yeah.
The trust fund doubles in value every battle. If we had a storage container, that could go infinite eventually. Just saying, just putting that out there.
That's true. I don't think it's going to gain value well in storage, but that means that we can, no, because there's never 2 storage units in a row. I was thinking we could pull it out, let it sit, and then put it back in.
Okay, well, we can pull it back out and just chew on it. I do think the shield is going to be valuable, though.
Yeah. Swap the knight for the shield.
The knight
Like
has
this.
other applications. Yeah, the knight would be really good for protecting market value.
Always
So next-
saying this, question mark? Knights are good for protecting market value. Business.
Business!
Business. Business.
Soldier? There we go. All we need.
Yep, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Goat music.
He's just hanging out.
Yep. The goat randomly attacked a mountain because it had nothing to do.
Understandable, actually.
Yeah. As the tide carries you away, the dire goat, visibly irritated, motions toward another sign. It reads, "Failure to pay may result in fines up to 12 or suspension of your license." You're curious about the nature of the license mentioned by the sign, but the toll booth has already disappeared before you can seek clarification.
So all we have to do is live and not die.
This seems like a pretty good one for living.
What do we need for making shields?
Stone.
Okay.
Menacing birdcage suddenly appears in front of the court. Scary.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's a bird.
It's a bard. That's how you pronounce that. A void.
Bird, parentheses derogatory.
Bird
If you
left.
If you move the castle to the right to make to match the wheat. No, the.
Oh yeah, that.
If you move that one to the left, now you can make 4 in a row next turn. If you, yeah.
Yeah, but do we want that?
Oh.
Ransackable castles.
True. You could also put the our camp up one. That way we have a water. Technically, the goat can get to. Oh wait, there's no goats. Wait,
Yeah,
they
there's no
fly.
goats.
Dang it, they fly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, we got birds, not goats. Bird up.
Well, that's for the birds.
Ba 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 ba. Bird. Bird up.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have at least one night.
I just got raided, and
Hello.
oh, I got raided by Goro Majima. Muchan.
Hello.
Hello, I am joined by Jade the Kobold as we explore the life in the court and discuss heavy, weighty topics among the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
As low tide begins, the birdcage surrounds itself with a moat.
Oh.
Lumberjack. They're okay. Do we sell our miner for a lumberjack? No.
No, because we need the stone for the
Yeah.
shields, which we're going to be using a lot of, probably. In fact, I think we
Sold
should get a
off
lot of them
lumberjack.
right now. Oh, I meant lumberjacks.
Miners.
They're basically lumberjacks for rocks, right?
I've always said this.
Mm-hmm. This looks like a terrible plan. Let's do it. Yay, shield.
Our soldier took out one of the birds.
That's not great. Oh, they go to 10.
Peering from under the traffic cone to surprise the slime. The mornings continue to turn.
I kind of want to queue for the next battle ASAP so we can get through another battle. Because that one shouldn't count.
Yeah. That was bullshit. As might be obvious, you tend to spend much of your time in the shower deep in thought.
Mm-hmm.
As a consequence of this, you occasionally lose track of which step of the showering process you've actually completed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you already use the shampoo, the conditioner? Is your hair merely wet from the initial rinse, or have you already completed the entire routine? It's no great tragedy if you fail to perform a step or repeat a step by mistake, but these minor gaps in your memory do bother you. To combat this problem, you regularly develop rituals with the bottles on the side of the tub.
Oh, ew.
Not that.
What?
The order of the bottles, the direction they face, in
What?
some cases,
What?
whether they stand upright or upside down. I don't know where you were going.
I was just going with that sort of ritual to conformity is something that I don't like. It's always do the same thing in the exact same order. Rituals can be fun, but not. I think that people overvalue ritualizing activities. And
All these
undervalue them in other cases.
All these properties can be used to automatically store the information that your mind discards.
Mm-hmm.
As an example, after using the shampoo bottle, you might turn it so its front label faces away from you, a signal that you've already used it. Now, whenever you catch yourself with no memory of the past few minutes, you look at the bottles to understand your place in the world. When doing so prevents you from committing an error, you whisper to yourself, "The system works," and continue your routine. Small victories like these are thoroughly inconsequential, but you'll take what you can get. As low as you are to leave, you think you spend enough time in the shower. Now that you know where Puck can be found, you might raise some concerns about the court. In light of the many problems faced by both you and the court, along with your recently acquired knowledge of Puck's dressing room, you think it might be time to pay your steward a visit. You spot him emerging from the dressing room just as you arrive.
Close the door. Yep.
And upon spotting you, he immediately retreats back inside and shuts the door. You sigh, having expected this reaction. Knowing he can hear you, you begin speaking your concerns aloud.
Good.
You speak of how the fairies of the... You speak of how the fairies of the court appear to be going stale one by one. You speak of your inexperience with this condition, but you express your concern over how rapidly it appears to be spreading. You speak of how the court suffers from numerous curses, and it's also ostensibly your responsibility to deal with them. You speak of how a man claiming to be your enemy is currently running loose in the court. You speak of how Puck is the only one who seems to understand what's going on, and thus your only potential source of aid in these matters. While you are mid-sentence, a paper slides out from underneath the door. You pick it up. The paper is written like a legal document. It begins like this. By reading this document, the reader hereby agrees to all of its terms and conditions.
Shred it immediately.
Well, you doubt that can pass any sort of legal muster. You continue reading. The document is an almost incomprehensible mix of legalese and baffling Latin.
If you find a piece of paper with Latin on it, always read it out loud.
I have caused several interesting events to occur doing that. For example, the term a priori is bandied around about seemingly randomly, haphazardly inserted in sentences as if it were seasoning.
Love that.
Despite the linguistic effort required, you identify the following terms and conditions, demands really, issued in the document. Her Majesty will immediately and henceforth cease all communication with members of the court. Her Majesty will issue no further questions, including any and all questions framed as statements, assumptions, or provocations. Her Majesty will permanently vacate the court at the earliest opportunity. Her Majesty will stop touching everything. Her Majesty will grant all such rights and privileges in perpetuity to the court. Finally, the document ends with, this agreement may be terminated at any time by either party for any reason a priori. It occurs to you that this was a meager attempt by Puck to cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
You aren't sure if you should laugh or be annoyed. Did he really think this was going to work?
No, it's his response.
Although in a way...
It's not about it working. It's about saying, here is my response to what you said. He just did it in the form of a spell.
Although in a way, these terms and conditions are a kind of answer to some of your questions about the motives.
Yes.
As you say this, you hear a muffled groan from within the dressing room, but you'll leave it at that for now. So are we picking up what the game is putting down here?
In what way?
What Puck is asking us to do?
He's asking us to stop interacting with people so that the text doesn't go stale.
Hmm.
Because
During break.
never mind.
Go ahead. No, do go at it.
Because in doing so, people will always have something to say, and the pain of not being able to say it is much, much less than the pain of going stale. So by refusing to speak and by refusing to speak to people, it is a very vicious in this sort of court way of enforcing people's inability to go stale by demanding that they always have something to say and always stopping them from saying it. It's a stopgap. It's not a good answer. It's a stopgap.
Yep.
But like that's I can only assume that he's working on an actual answer.
And how do we play into this? They have something to say, don't they?
I'm more worried about dealing with the curses, because I know we need the keys to be able to like do the thing to win the game. Don't care. But if we deal with all the curses, we might be able to solve these kinds of problems. You know what I'm saying? That's more what I'm concerned about, and that's why we've been focusing more on that, because I've been leading us in that direction. Because, well, it's subtle, but I mean that's more important to me.
Mm-hmm. During breakfast, Skip introduces another question about mortal magic.
Your Majesty, is it normal for young mortals, upon completion of secondary school, to sign their names to a potent group spell?
You pause. You're not really sure what she's referring to.
Look, I mean this.
She produces a high school yearbook from 1998.
I found many similar examples in our archives.
As you might expect, the inner cover of the yearbook contains multiple signatures from classmates wishing each other well. You suppose the answer to a question is yes? And that, in the US at least, it is a tradition for friends to sign each other's yearbooks.
Yep, Canada
But you needn't look so... Yep. But you needn't look so concerned. Signing a yearbook isn't magic. It doesn't really do anything.
It does. Your Majesty, I beg to differ. Signing your name is a powerful magical act. This was done with intent. It can't mean nothing. The written incantations imply that this is a spell of binding, intended to hold a group together or suspend a moment in time. It's the latter one. Suspend a moment in time is a good way of phrasing it. I, like many people like me, either Fae or ADHD or both in my case, externalize memories. If I don't have certain things, I will not have the memories associated with them. That's why I have a treasure wall that highlights some of my moments that are most important to me and who I am, because that wall literally is a part of who I am. That's why I have, I surround myself with things and trinkets and objects, because each of those is a memory as well, both either of the time that I got it or of the events that transpired around that time or something of that nature. Some of those yearbooks, I've actually been going through books because I'm building a library in the house. And it's mostly done, but building a library had me going through books, and there were a bunch of yearbooks in there. Now, those yearbooks are out of date, aside from being, old, but also out of date because and who's a great example of that in this game?
Robin.
Wow, it's Robin's entire thing. It's very common.
It's Robin's literal deal for being a member of the court.
Yep, that's her entire deal. Written incantations imply this. Oh wait, we did that. But yeah.
Maybe it functions like that symbolically, but you wouldn't say it noticeably impacts whether the groups actually stick together. After all, it isn't uncommon for a yearbook sign to be one of the last things a social group does together before going their separate ways.
So it's actually kind of a tomb for friendship. I should have guessed. Every mortal spell seems to be a tomb for something. Oh my god, right?
As a result of being Brecky, you get a small bonus. 10 water.
But yeah, it's a way of coalescing memory. The thing is, for me at least, I don't like this. I don't know if this is like for a lot of people with ADHD who have externalized memories. The memories fashion into can be worked with pictures, right? I can't use pictures. Pictures are not a physical object. Looking at a picture does not work with my externalized memory. It just doesn't. I need to have an object, even if it's just like a little trinket. Even if like the object is a picture of something else, if it's a picture that I got at that time, that piece of paper will hold the memory. It's very stupid.
My externalized memory and journaling is mostly Discord channels, which is maybe
journaling.
not the
Sorry.
maybe not the greatest of tools to use for that, but nonetheless, as long as the channels I exist in and the ones that I chatter relentlessly in continue to exist, then I will be able to dig back.
3 stones, bottom, middle. Yep. That sets up a 4 of a kind up there. The only time I really did journaling was LiveJournal, and I stopped that when it was used to dox me and harass me for being transgender.
Jesus.
So no, I don't journal anymore.
Hugs you.
This was a long time ago. This was back in MMO days with MMO people. And you know how they be.
We sure do, question mark.
I think it was safest there.
Yeah. Not much money, but a big buildup in resources so far, so.
Nothing but... We can't take any damage this one. What is that tool we have?
Great banner. Offensive tool. All your fairies demonstrate improved hustle, guts, and moxie.
Hell yeah. Moxie up.
That's the comfort 4 that I picked.
What's the thing with on the... there?
Working structure. Produces workers based on its surroundings at the start of every battle.
Ooh! I like.
I could sell a great banner for it.
Let's do the other thing first. Who is there? No. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, hang on.
You know what? We could sell the farmer. What? Oh, yeah, that works. On top of the shop. Wow. That's a lot of lads. And that's going to be persistent?
Yep.
My goodness.
I guess we just start.
We could put out a couple more of the basic guys because
they'd have to travel over a mountain because we just replaced the field.
That's a very good point.
I wonder if the workers also show increased moxie.
Certainly hope so. I also appreciate that they can. It's a drop-off point. That alone makes it useful.
Yeah.
That's a good long-term purchase.
I think I'll go with this No, that's shops. That's not particularly great for us now. Alright,
Flyers are
this is the only
scary.
one. Yeah.
We don't even know how to beat an octopus, I don't think.
Yeah, we still haven't beaten the octopus, which is a point of much
We need
annoyance to me personally, understanding what we get access to after doing so.
I have no idea what we got access to, but I want to beat the octopus because I don't think the octopus should, like, be here. Octopus are smart. They're scary. Also by putting the thing there, we brought the shop with us.
Oh my god. Oh no, it's the same shop over and over.
Okay, that has that. Wait, is that a scamp? Hell yeah, we need those.
Okay, keeping that shop is a good idea.
Treasure. Okay. Aw. See, the thing that fell down was a fortress. It would have come down correctly.
Did you just watch me make an error and let it happen?
Uh-huh.
Is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Defamation. Defensive spell. Designate any tile as violent military target. Friends and foes will attack it when near.
Can we make the octopus hit itself?
Defamation does not make units attack themselves, but you can make units attack each other.
But can it make the octopus's tentacles attack its face?
That, I think, follows the logic, yes.
That's extremely funny.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, what can we place the defensive structure on?
Let's find out. Let's see. Let's undo our actions here because I don't remember what they were. Sell bread. Anywhere.
Anywhere. Ooh. And that only lasts for one battle or lasts forever?
It's a structure, so stick with us. In addition, because we have this shop adopted. Yeah? Just fortify ourselves.
If we can place that anywhere, then...
Not on top of enemies, but yeah.
But when the time comes, we can cover all of the water tiles with that, meaning we'll face the Kraken with no water tiles on the map.
That is true. Build up some supplies, I suppose.
Oh, and what's the size of this? I can't believe I haven't checked before. Of course it's 7x7. That just makes sense. Okay, so we have enough. If we get the money for it, we could literally wall the entire map.
Once again, you have the option of picking up a football with the understanding that you will receive a penalty if it's destroyed. Think we want that money, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be rooting for you.
Buy 10 eggs, or 10 walls, and the scamp.
F this guy in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Is this just going to be our tactic here?
I think so, but I think we don't want to do any more right now.
Yeah.
We want to save up money so we can absolutely remove every single water tile when the octopus battle has commenced. I think we don't do anything else until then, but we do that then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunch of farmers, good.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, the farmers that are coming from our castle are running faster. Great banner's working. So it looks like it doesn't apply to structures, but anyone who comes from the castle is inspired by the banner.
Which makes sense because it's a banner.
Yep. No, my ball.
Man, John Henry over there doing his best, huh?
Mr. Gorbachev, I'm doing my best. Mr. Gorbachev, I'm freaking trying, bro.
If you take that water tile above the two castles and move it left, no, but yeah. Now you can move the other wheat down and bam,
Nice.
bam, bam.
Pum, as it were. You know?
I no, really don't.
This kills the market, but also is
Mm-hmm.
positionally advantageous, and there will be another one probably.
Hey,
See,
market.
right there.
Top left. Get rid of those three buildings.
Water. Collect my waiter.
Yep. Perfect.
Yes!
What?
We lost the market and then we gained one.
It was the
In a
it
single
was there the
combo.
whole time.
That's true. It was right there, just off screen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Vending machine has food and water for sale. And for sell.
Purchase. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the same word.
Yep. You insert the item into the slot and money pops out. Somehow this works.
Yeah, it's a vending machine. So we need as much money as possible.
Equalizing our assets at the moment.
Okay. Moo,
Yeah?
I need you to build another workshop
Oh yeah.
on the market. You get it. You get it.
This is a fascinating build you've set up here. I hate this man in particular.
And we need to put out scamps because they're cute.
That's true. Lovable scamps.
Five of them?
Accidentally undid one too many. And yeah, something like that. One soldier.
Okay. The soldier is running a daycare for the scamps.
Yep. Wee! Stab, 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 stab. Stabs you, 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 stabs you,
stabs you.
stabs you, stabs you, stabs you. Oh my god, bannered scamps are ridiculous. I just realized that's what's happening.
I love that they go back to defend when they finish too. I don't know if anybody noticed that before.
Yep. They don't have any tasks left. Ooh, we could buy the real estate office and get this even stupider.
I mean, we kind of already have the real estate office, but better, right?
We kind of do.
We kind of do. What if the real estate office, but everybody there works for us?
always saying this. Or always wondering this, rather.
Mm-hmm. So will 3 walls deconstruct each other?
Yes.
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you want to do that water 4 of a kind, do you?
Yeah.
Good. You
I just
Okay.
like matching things. It makes me feel satisfied. Whoa. That one
3
especially.
colors. This looks like a job for turbo scamps.
That's your answer to everything.
I'll stop saying it when it stops working.
Have some workers, I guess.
Why have workers when you can have more scamps? No, seriously.
All right.
We have plenty of workers out in the field, don't we?
That's true.
Like we already have like 10 workers just existing for free.
Yep. More
So-
scams.
All scamps. I'd say add another. You know what? More scamps. Scamps until we get to the first soldier. One more. There we go. That might be enough. Look at him go! Oh, they're coming for that guy. Oh, they're coming for him.
Don't you dare! Murdered the guy at the last possible second by destroying his castle.
Beautiful. Simply beautiful.
Just a last little FU. Gunboats or birds? The ultimate question.
I've
Birds,
had
I
bad
think.
experiences with I've had bad experiences with gunboats today.
Yeah. Screw you, bird.
And we need money, so we want to sell everything but stone if we can. Because I want the game
Your
to
enemy's
respond
close.
to the octopus having no tentacles. I think that would be very amusing. Yeah, you can do it. That was a pretty good line, eh?
Yeah. Something. Something.
Archer's actually kind of interesting. You can just sell the trust fund. We can't have it for long enough anyways.
Yeah. Sell off standard soldier and replace it with an
Yes.
archer, maybe?
Yes. We could also sell the worker. Also need to make a new wall to screw over that one dude in particular. Well, 2 walls actually. One for each of them. Right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yep, one there.
And then another one there, maybe?
There. Mm-hmm, absolutely.
And then scamps will kill the birds.
Mm-hmm. And one archer. We don't need that many scamps. There's only one bird.
I did 3 scamps and 3 farmers, 1 archer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Murder. Stab you. Oh, the lumberjacks are doing it again. Chop down a billboard.
Look at that archer go! Nice! Lol, and furthermore, LeMayo.
$90 food. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hate you, Pumpkin. I have bad memories of you, Pumpkin. Cool.
Nope. Nope, nothing. Do not eat. Don't. It's fine.
Yep. I'm the king of the highway. Here, let me just maybe I could do this, or maybe this.
You could move that water tile up one. Okay. This looks scary. Ooh. Never mind. Wait, that costs $1 billion. Never mind. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Raise your entire row, though. That's kind of ridiculous.
Eh.
That would
Not
be
that
good for
good.
context collapse at some point.
Possibly. Potentially.
Yeah.
I think the context
not-
collapse we have is going to be better. Because we already have a context collapse plan, right?
Kind of. I don't entirely remember it. I didn't
That's
write it
okay.
down, you see.
The context collapse plan is to find a potion shop, potion thingy, of convert hills into mountains, or convert mountains into forests, which we found before, so we know it exists, and then play as on a map that has extra mountains or or no water, basically, and then
And then burn it down.
and then burn everything.
Yeah, adopt a potion shop and then burn down everything.
Yeah.
Such a fascinating run. I don't think I've ever had a run of this game be as weird as this before.
Feel free to just be completely, like, liberal with those things now. Just, like, go ham with them. Next time, we're going to basically fill the map with them.
Oh my god, we can't buy any more workshops. We bought out the workshop supply.
Well, oh. We need the workshops to build more workshops. What are we
Yeah.
paying you for? We do need, like, 3 archers here. Mm-hmm.
No
Looks
farmers,
good.
There's no point.
Yeah, we can get rid of the farmer, honestly. What?
I did. And keep me
No, I mean,
distracted
like,
a little bit.
I mean the tile.
Oh, get rid of the farmer unit entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if we have a good reason to.
Yeah.
No need to preempt it.
Nice.
Ooh, that was a little scary.
Didn't worry about it for a moment. All right.
Please
Abnormal
let us win this.
asymmetric victory. Let's go. No
Is
music.
today's file, but no. Wish you the best of your originally scheduled battle. Never go back. Flipping through the chapter on Leviathan in Robin's textbook, you come across an interesting fact. Many scholars have reported the presence of strange radio signals near active Leviathans. They hypothesize that these signals may be attempts at communication on the part of the beast. Her Majesty does have a radio.
Radio? Worth an experiment, wouldn't you say?
You would say, and so you begin tuning the radio on your desk. Doesn't take long. Somewhere deep in the AM band, you come across a stream of haunting noises.
I
Sounds
don't
a bit
know.
like if Huh?
If it's an AM Kraken, do we really want to talk to it then?
Kill. It sounds a bit like if a traffic jam had learned how to sing. While these noises do not resemble any language you're aware of, you're still able to parse their meaning somehow. For the sake of the reader, a rough translation. Bees! Bees! Help, bees! Get them out, get them out, get them out, get them out! Help, I hate bees, I hate bees, get them out! Okay.
Okay.
Review everything you've learned about the Leviathan's preferences for offerings? Yeah. You review everything you've learned about the Leviathan's preference for offerings. Before the Leviathan will accept any offerings, you must first offer something, anything, to an empty patch of water. You'll need to wait for low tide before you can make any offerings, however. And that's it. You believe, however, that these rules are incomplete. There clearly remains more to learn about this creature's overly exacting preferences.
Okay.
Right.
Ah. But no, left. No.
Yeah, I'm just trying to let go of it. There. Yes. Lol. The egg! Egg.
Hmm.
That worked out very well, actually.
Yeah. Wait, where's the court? Oh, we're over there. Okay.
During boss fights, we automatically move to the other corner.
Yes.
Beeble. Donk.
It destroyed a wormhole.
That's fascinating, actually.
That's... Huh. Neat.
I guess I never particularly considered whether a wormhole can be destroyed in a traditional sense, as opposed to destroyed via matching.
Well, it exists, therefore it can be destroyed. I guess that's how things work here.
How about this? We have a bunch of resources, and the rules for offering to the Kraken are rather arcane, as being implied. If y'all can work it out without cheating, any bastards who happen to already know it cannot participate in this.
Ha!
Then if we can naturally bribe the Kraken correctly, then I'll allow it. We know one rule about the Kraken thus far, which is the first offering must be an empty patch of water. And it can be anything.
Okay.
Ten wood, that's our most plentiful. Empty
Well,
patch of
hold
water.
on.
Yeah?
What is the Kraken going to want, is the question. Krakens don't have a whole lot of use for wood. But it is also more scarce underwater. Food is always available, but they've already been eating pretty well. There's plenty of rocks underwater, trust me. I've seen them. And I don't believe that Leviathans engage in capitalism.
On the other hand, let me take another read of this. Offer something, parenthesis, anything, to an empty patch of water.
So it's the symbol of the... Okay, got it.
Symbolic gesture.
Yeah.
You send forth a delegation bearing an offering to the Leviathan.
Oh, they do it in this section. Nice.
The Leviathan appears to visibly relax in response to this offering.
Okay, real quick, before we do that.
Yeah, just I'm now showing the choices. We've got
Yeah.
Leviathan itself, tentacles, empty patch.
The next one should probably be at the tentacle. We shouldn't go in for the kiss yet. It's too early in the relationship for that. But what I want to know is, can we build walls on tentacles?
I mean, it's low tide, so we can undo actions, so... Yes!
Amazing. Oh, that makes me happy.
Should we do that?
We need to offer it some more stuff because we have a ton of stuff to offer right now.
Alright.
So
What's our
next one
offering
is going to
gonna
be to a tentacle.
Yep.
And
What do we offer the tentacle? And which one? And what material?
Well, tentacles aren't where the mouth is, so it wouldn't be food. We've already offered wood, so I don't know if it would be that twice. Tentacles do like gripping stones, but they're also the octopus's hands. They are the take and receive, so money would also make sense. Want to try money?
Alright, that's our least plentiful resource, but I suppose we do have access to a little bit of a bootleg market.
Mm-hmm. Into a tentacle.
Which one?
The one to the right.
This one?
Yeah, I think so.
Send forth a delegation bearing an offering to the Leviathan. The Leviathan provides no indication as to whether I found the offering pleasing.
Okay. So probably knew you didn't. What's the Leviathan button on the bottom do? Oh,
Notes
okay.
on behavior.
Got it. What do you think?
I mean, I have to abstain because I know the answer to this.
Well, what does your chat think?
And what do you think, chat? Give me a tentacle name and a offering type. I will throw out whatever anyone suggests. I will say this. There is an internal logic to it. Wood bottom right, says Dusk Thumb Brown.
Sounds good.
The Leviathan provides no indication as to whether I found the offering pleasing. BTA Lady Havoc, you need to provide both a item and a location. I mean, there's only so many things we can offer this one.
We could offer food to the face.
No indication.
I haven't the slightest.
Food to the upper left, says Conley. Nothing.
I think I know how to appease the Leviathan.
Yeah?
Bury all of the tentacles under concrete and then send a delegation of archers into its face.
Sure. The Leviathan appears to be pleased by this offering.
So farthest one
This one, at the very least, became pleased when we offered it stone.
Okay, so stone, farthest away, tentacle. Presumably we need to do 5 offerings, 1 of each type. And they have to be in a certain order, so... Yeah...
Well, we satisfied the tentacle itself. So, presumably, it's if we satisfy all the tentacles, maybe something will happen.
Okay. Well, let's throw wood at both of them.
No indication. Conley says, darn, it probably does want money. Dusk says, wait a minute. Offer it cash. Where's the one we walled off? 6-6, right? Something like that. I can give you... Wait. You have somehow undone your last offering to the Leviathan. You just pretend it never happened. You can do that? We can just cheat.
Okay, let's do it. Come on. Easy game. Easy game. Undo everything and let's get it for free. I'm okay with this. This is within the rules of the game and not using any outside sources. If you want to make it easier by letting it happen, feel free. But
let's offer some money to that top one. No indication.
Give it back
Provide
then, jerk.
Provide money to this one. No indication. Oh shit, no, we've undone our water offering first, right? So we do a water offering because we know that has to be the first action.
Yes.
And then from there...
Stone onto the one on the right.
Stone. No indication. Okay, let's offer it wood too. Pleased.
Okay.
Wood. Food.
Right.
Money? More money? More money?
Hmm? No, that was the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, I'm going to say use your knowledge because if there's any combination
I'm actually trying to use my knowledge here.
Don't forget, we did bury one tentacle, so you'll have to undo everything to undo that. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So, from my knowledge of this,
Yes.
offering of wood to the water
Mm-hmm.
visibly relaxes.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are an equal number of surrounding forest and stone tiles around this tentacle,
Mm-hmm.
it wants a distribution of wood and stone.
That makes sense.
this gets complicated when we have situations like this one has
What?
2 wood.
That one doesn't have any wood.
Yeah, it has this one and this one.
They said that diagonals don't exist.
Enemies
Didn't
can't
they?
cross diagonals.
Oh.
Diagonals exist for the purpose of this.
Oh, weird.
But this one also has castles around it.
Which I assume is money.
Which is what's weird here, because I thought that that would work. Let's just try 3 money, see what happens. Nope.
Maybe
don't
do
know.
one of the other ones first?
Since we can do that bottom tentacle, I'm going to try walling up everything and then offering to the bottom one.
I love this plan.
Only.
I love this plan. I love this plan.
No, damn it. Okay. So that's walled off. Offer wood to the empty water. Offer wood to that one. Offer stone to that one. And now, with all tentacles satisfied, offer money to the head. And then a roar from the Leviathan. Something about this
Amazing.
combination of offerings is making it go wild.
I told you concrete would be great.
It appears to have officially joined your side of the battle.
So my initial plan of filling every single tile with water almost would
With
work.
concrete.
Yep.
Oh, with water.
Every tile with water, with concrete. All we have to do is have one for the first offering, and then we have to give it hand it $10, and then, yeah,
This seem good? Scamps, archers.
sure. Turbo scamps are amazing, and I love them.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, they're attacking the black hole. Successfully, mind you. And we're attacking the octopus, too. We attacked the tentacle.
That seems odd, but we're not attacking its head.
And we have a lot of stuff for the cat.
Having somehow managed to bribe the colossal squid you aren't capable of communicating with, the court is now free to proceed.
Hooray!
Victory!
Hell yeah.
Economic victory. 7 battles, 3 casualties of ours, 25 casualties of theirs, property damage index of 28. Moral: when it comes to books and ancient gods, it never hurts to buy local. Also, egg in the egg zone. With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those fallen in the war. Casualties 28. Now, having carried the football from the egg zone to the end zone, your duty of care is complete. Home team 25. Now, having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. And as night falls, you await the moment when everything begins to move. Key. Okay, first things first. We head in the direction of our office, and then go into the new freaking room, which I've wanted to open for a long time now.
Yay, the tentacle
which is
room.
Universal access to the gift shop. While you aren't shocked to learn the gift shop has multiple locations, finding one within the court is a bit unexpected. The layout appears to be identical to the other one.
Yeah, management has no imagination.
Odd. Last you saw him, he was outside the court.
Yeah, that was on me. I'm confusing inside and outside all the time. Don't worry about it.
So all the spare money that we lose at the end of the night, we can instead melt into tickets.
Heck yeah,
and
that's
buy our
amazing.
fourth key.
Oh yeah.
Stop anytime. I'll keep track of your tickets.
Okay.
Enter a room marked with a goat statue. Trophy room.
Yay. New.
Door marked by a dragon statue.
Oh. We need to go back.
No.
What? It just said... Yeah.
Do you recognize this room at all? It appeared very briefly.
In the puck chase, right?
That's correct.
But it says
This
you
will
can't...
allow us to head. This will allow us to head to Puck's dressing room.
Should we go to the, cat first?
I don't know if we're gonna be locked out of this if we pick wrong.
Oh, okay. I don't remember where he went. I'm sorry.
I do. I don't. I thought it was just the opposite of what the signs say, but... Oh well. Kitty.
Pan.
Pan?
Mm-hmm. Tree.
The pan tree.
Yes.
It's a tree that's into everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've heard about this kind of, like, fiction setting that has a lot of trees that are into people.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds fascinating. Food. That's looking real piled.
Yar. Oh, nope. Have a drink at the bar. Sip.
Mm-hmm.
The
We
Fountain
know
of
how to-
Youth. That's what the bar was called.
Ah.
Let's see. Right. Tickets.
Yes. Now, how does it work with buying things?
They become skills that will appear in shops from then on. For
Oh,
some
like
of them.
Forever?
Yeah. This is the perma upgrade
wait.
system.
Oh,
also-
oh!
Yeah.
What's the one on the right? It's a new job for us?
Yeah. And then there's also the remote, which allows us to specifically pick which boss we have come in.
Okay, that sounds the most useful for us right now.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be the new job.
Yeah. You recovered the fabled remote control. Now you can change the channel when looking at the weather report in the morning. I.e., you can change which boss fight is coming up.
Incredibly useful.
Incredibly useful. Especially if we're trying to do very specific things, like
And we
the
are.
dire goat meetup. And yes, we are. We are trying to do incredibly specific things at all times.
At all times.
It's a good looking scoreboard. Toward the library. The enemy is still willing to discuss curses with us.
Mm-hmm.
Do we?
No, talk to him. Yeah, absolutely.
Your enemy looks up at your approach.
Your Majesty, perfect. Shall we discuss a curse and its implications?
What is he doing?
Making conversation. Someone around here has to.
No, you mean, why is he acting like everything's normal even after you revealed yourself to be your enemy?
Because being your enemy is normal for me. The only difference now is that we're on the same page. Yeah. What, do you think I would start attacking you on sight? How trite.
You're not sure what you expected. To be honest, he doesn't seem to be doing anything at all.
If that's an indirect attempt to get me to explain my plans, it is a weak one.
So I've kind of been noticing this.
Hmm.
This didn't imply that we said anything out loud.
Ooh. Well, if there's one person that we want to turn stale, it's this guy.
Good point. Let's ask him about every curse in existence.
Mm-hmm. I'm only interested in discussing curses at the moment. The question of whether you are prepared to discuss them with me.
Okay, employment, violence, curiosity, comfort, additional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one.
Okay. It doesn't escape your notice that the book listing every curse in the court is titled The 13 Curses of Titanium Court. Yet the contents of the book only name 12 such curses. Can you assume there is still another curse afflicting the court?
Oh, yes, of course. It might be the curse of typographical misprint, or the curse of numerical error. It happens all the time.
Is that really it?
Well, it's either that or some sort of, final hidden curse that requires you to lift all the other ones first.
You hope it's not that.
Well, only one way to find out.
Having discussed the curse with you, your enemy grows bored and wanders off.
And we know why... Huh?
Hmm? Go ahead.
We know why Puck is running away from us.
Yeah. I wonder if this is his deal.
Yeah.
The actual deal he made with the court is give an honest answer, even at the risk of your own staleness. Puck looks up at your approach.
Sorry, go ahead.
Puck looks up at your approach, eyes sparkling and fearful. As usual, we have time for one earnest answer. Okay, it looks like there's some new stuff here. Why do you proclaim you queen? Why are the fairies of the court going stale one by one? Why has his demeanor toward you suddenly changed? How might you return home? What exactly is the court? Ask about curses. What do you know about the enemy? Why would Hop assume you're dating? Why do you insist I not look in the mirror? How did the war start and when?
I think the stale one might be useful for people. And this kind of goes with what we did today.
Yeah. So this
I would say,
final answer?
I think so.
You've been briefed on what it means for a fairy to go stale, something you've witnessed a few times since your arrival. It appears to you that this phenomenon is now occurring at a rapid and possibly unnatural pace. Assuming he agrees with that assessment, what does he think the cause might be? He sighs. The answer to this question is simple, my queen, although you might not like to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Simply put, fairies seem to wither under her gaze.
Mm-hmm.
I strongly suspect she is the reason the court as a whole is going stale.
Mm-hmm.
Already aware of her gaze, especially now, you try not to squirm as the evening concludes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's really the only answer, isn't it?
Yep.
We are putting the motions of this game forward.
Yep. The game...
As players, we are interacting with this game, and as a result, we are moving the events forward.
Yes.
This is causing the actors to run out of things to say.
Yes.
A game can only be written for so long.
And a player can only be kept interested for so long as well.
This place is a dance.
The world is a stage, and we are but the actors upon it. And when their script runs out, they cannot improvise.
Yep. And hey, look at this. The mornings continue to churn. We've seen that before. Even that phrasing is going a little stale. You thought completing your self-reflection and reaching the truth meant you were done facing the mirror.
Caught my fancy, you see. So I decided to buy it. It really ties the war together, don't you think?
Well, at least it doesn't immediately trap you in a psychic prison when you look at it now. Lift the final hidden curse, maybe by lifting all the others first? F you.
Well, next time we
Right.
strafe through dragon eggs. So look forward to that.
Yes. That's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining us, and...
What?
Just, I'm thinking. Now that's been laid out here, Alec, let's see.
Would you like something heartening?
Yes. Please?
A play
Princess?
A play that is put onto a shelf is still on the shelf. By recording this and our responses and reactions, and as long as these videos persist either through the whim of Amazon or Google, both across both of us, there will still be a document and there will still be a history of these moments. So, regardless of everybody going stale, unlike what would be happen in a more ephemeral playthrough where a person would simply play through it, put it down, and walk away at some point inevitably, or die in the process of doing it, we have the benefit of knowledge that this playthrough and this commentary should persist.
For at least a very long time, if not forever by our perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on archiving it in whatever way I can.
And YouTube
Even if the
automatically
original-
archives, so this is a playlist.
Hold on.
What?
Okay.
You okay?
Daedalus has sent me a piece of fan art.
Oh.
I would like to present it to the audience. Let me send it to you, that way you can do the same.
Yeah.
So previously we were talking about Mr. Glarpachev. This, I think, is the weirdest piece of fan art I've received to date, which is really saying something. Mr. Glorpachev, do your best to tear down the walls to whatever ability you are capable of. Okay. That's something. Thank you, Daedalus.
That's definitely a thing that exists now. Hooray! And that will also be archived with these streams for all of eternity. Congratulations.
Congratulations. To another place, my friends. Let's see who you can read to.
Cheers, friends.
Beeble.